Thank you very much everyone for coming join. みゃお先生が教えます。I'm gonna teach you thingy today as well, everyone. So, I wanna casually explain about history timeline of Japan. It's not gonna take too long because I'm just gonna casually explain. I'm not gonna go from zero and then I'm not gonna go really detailed or stuff like this. I'm gonna just describe everything casually. So, let's go. No, this is not good because the microphone gonna walked quite a while. The mic is almost hitting. Isn't that looks perfect? Great, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna doing this, but before we're gonna do this, actually I wanna go toilet. So be right back. This is gonna be brutal, I know. Be careful, everyone. Anyways, guys, so I'm here to teach you history timeline of Japan casually within the 30 minutes. And then if you have 30 minutes watching my channel, you will know everything about Japanese history. Casually though. Oh my god, BGM. Oh my god, okay. We're gonna speed run about this timeline. Alright guys, everyone, let's go! I think most of people all around the world, we used to be cavemen, right? So we used to be we are still Homo sapiens. And then we are hunting and stuff like this, blah 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 blah. You know, this a long time ago when there was no character or letters or something you can record your history. There was no letters, so we can't know what exactly happened long time ago. So we are going to talk about, when Japan received letters, characters. So Japanese characters came from China, right? So since until the character came from China, Japanese didn't have a writing or characters. So we don't have a lot of long history like books we can know about a long time ago. So this is kind of mystery. So prehistory is where we don't know about details yet. And after that, you see this kind of prehistory in Japanese. It's called Jomon Jidai. Jidai means generation or era. So when Jomon Jidai was the caveman Jidai, but Yayoi Jidai was when rice farming technology came to Japan. And then around that time, actually we don't have lots of information. We have nothing information, but there is a lot of big grave all around Japan. So big one. It's called Kofun. So you see there is a Kofun writing over there. So we had a Kofun age. So historians have a theory that we used to have a very big, lots of kingdoms or lots of places all around Japan, and that's why there was like a culture and also everything was developing, but there's no character, so there's no information at all, so we don't know anything what happened over there, this beginning of Japanese history. That's why a lot of times people like, Japanese history is so it's so great because we started by unknown. We started by like dark generation. So that's why it's really complicated. But anyways, that was the when long time ago. And then afterwards, there is Yamato administration. So Yamato was the name of Japan. So Japan used to be Yamato. It's not writing on here, but before Nara, there is Asuka generation as well. Is it Asuka era or generation? Which one is better to say? Era is better. Okay. Before the Nara era. Before the Nara era, there used to be called Asuka era. this moment was very, very, very important era because there was a big, really stressful moment, stressful relationship between China and Japan. Japan didn't want to be under the China. Japan says, okay, we're gonna decide our calendar and we're gonna decide our country's name by myself and we're gonna go like this. We're not gonna go get any like colonized or whatever. We're gonna be the one country like, oh, we're gonna go like this. We are Japan, let's go. So we sent China like some letters, like Japanese emperor sent the dude to China bringing the letters, you know. And then it's really, you know, China was so big country, so like, konnichiwa, I am from Japan, please receive these letters. And okay, I'm gonna check this letter. Yo, what's up? Yo, China! Oh, we are land of rising sun. Let's be friends. Or like this. It's like literally like this because Japan was super duper nowhere, nothing country, guys. Japan was nothing. But China was so developed. So everybody is really like, oh my god, China is so strong. Oh my god, we can't mess up with China. But Japan was like, yo, what's up? We are Japan. Nice to meet you. We are the land of rising sun, and you are the land of rising sun. What the f? And stuff like this. So rude, but it's worked. It's worked because China was in really bad situation on their own as well. So we didn't do like a big fight, but because of this, it was a good timing. So we could get away. We successfully became Japan for around the Asuka era. Over there before Nara, Japan become Japan, you know what I mean? Now we have a name Japan, but it used to be Yamato around that age, around that time, and then afterwards there's writing Nara age. So since Kofun era, so long time ago over there, this one from here to 2021 right now, we still have emperor system. That's why it's a world longest and the oldest. She means oldest existing. Exactly, oldest existing. Am I saying emperor correct? Dude.
Emperor.
Emperor. For more than 2000 years, we are having emperor as a leader. After the Nara, and then between the Kofun age over there and the Nara age, there was a big event in Japan, which is arrival of Buddhism. So Buddhism came from China. So China was like, we have Buddhism, this way of thinking, and would you like to take, the Buddhism or not? And then Japan was really like, maybe taking Buddhism is bad. Maybe I don't know what happened. But anyways, we accepted Buddhism. So arrival of Buddhism changed whole culture in Japan. And in the Nara era, we built a lot of like a Buddhism, big a statue of Buddha or stuff like this. You will see if you go to the Japanese touristy place, and you will see a big Buddha just laying down and like, hey, yo, what's up? Like a Buddhism culture was very glowing. But because of Buddhism culture was too growing, emperors started losing their power against Buddha. Because of one monk called Dokyo, he was really good at treating women, and they had a thingy together with daughter of emperor or stuff like this, and then the monk was almost becoming emperor of Japan, and then lots of people around important family or important like samurai or stuff like this, everybody was like, oh, that's not good, because the Japan need to keep emperor as a top of this country. So that's why we changed the era to Heian there, and then we changed the system of Buddhism, and then power of monk is getting less and less, and then again emperor power is getting stronger and stronger. But samurai and then bushi start to appearing because we were still fighting, but we didn't have a big fight. And then katana were invented around Heian. We used to use weapon, of course, but I think I forgot to tell something very important. Actually, it's not that important, I think, because this is casually explained. So anyways, okay, I remember. So around Heian, Japan was actually only half. North of Japan was not Japan. You know what I mean? So north of Japan was not another country, another place, but they were native Japanese who were living there. Just after the Heian era, around this moment, one samurai attacked the north, and then there was a very strong boss who ruling north of Japan. But again, Japan used to be Yamato, so Yamato won over the north of Japan, so they got together and then becoming one country around there. Until around this age, the north of Japan was not included in Japan, and then actually there was not a lot of information about north of Japan, what they did and stuff like this. Of course, they had a lot of things over there as well. And also before the Kamakura, the Mongol was so strong in the long time ago. The Mongol was largest emperor in the history. Top of the Mongol that time was Heian, I think. That Mongol is coming to conquer Japan. So big army. Mongol was like, oh, I see the island over there called Japan. Let's go attack Japan. So the bigger, so strong Mongol came to Japan. And then Japan was like, oh my god, this was actually the first time they fought against foreign country officially. Maybe they did some fight before, but officially or big fights. We were fighting. Oh my god, I don't think I'm gonna win this fight. Oh my god, because it's so strong. They are so strong. And anyway, and also the sun goes down and everybody's like, okay, war is over. Let's go back home. And the Mongolian army was having war in land of Japan, So they are guests. So if they sleep on the island, they might gonna get killed while they are sleeping, right? So Mongolian army decided to go back on the boat to sleep the night and then go fight again against Japanese. Japanese soldier at this time was like, oh my god, Mongol so strong. We never fight against the overseas, and then now I don't know what to do and stuff like this. I am gonna fight again tomorrow. Anyway, I'm gonna sleep. And they wake up and oh my god, Mongol army is there. Oh, they are gone. So the night, Japanese typhoon came. I think you can kind of guess. Basically, typhoon washed Mongolian army away. Japanese typhoon. Don't underestimate the Japanese typhoon. Because the typhoon, they were so strong, but they couldn't win over the natural power. Japan is country of natural disaster. So then we start to call this typhoon kamikaze. So kamikaze, this word made because of this. And then after that, samurai and then bushi start to appearing. It's because we are rice farming, right? There was no money that time, but if you can save more rice, you can be more richer than other people, right? There is gonna be difference between poor people and then rich people. Rice was a kind of a stocks, and then poor rice field people start to attacking. Of course, if I lived in this generation and if I can't make enough rice and I'm hungry and starving a lot, I will go attack my neighbor's rice field and I'm gonna steal some. That's happened a lot, too much. That's why samurai and the bushi start to appear to protect those kind of things. For example, like a samurai is protecting the rice field from like some gangster trying to steal the rice, because rice was literally money and they had a big value this time. So that's why samurai and bushi start to appear a lot and lots. And then we even normal farmer or like everyone start to have a katana. And then we are getting into war generation called Sengoku era. This is the most exciting part, everyone. Beginning of Japan was okay, but how Japan was made, cool. But people start to have a weapons and stuff. People start to realize, oh my god, if I'm strong, I can rule this world. Emperor is just a face. I can be shogun and I can rule this world, this Japan. So a lot of people start to have katana and start to join in a lot of bushi team and start to obey for a lot of daimyo and also shogun, stuff like this. And then this is a time where Sengoku era has been started. Sengoku means war country. Sen means war. Goku means country. So Sengoku era has been started, everyone. You know, when there is Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, Tokugawa Ieyasu, those kind of really famous samurai appears, those Sengoku era. There was war everywhere. I'm gonna take a top of Japan. I'm gonna be the top of Japan. I'm gonna be the top of Japan. No, I'm gonna be the top of Japan. Every day is like a war. And then this time, technology of gun came from Portuguese, and then Christian religion came to Japan with gun. So here we go. Ta-da! And okay, I have a very good technology gun. I will give you gun. And then also, please take a Bible as well. But Japan was afraid of power of Christian this moment. So Japan didn't want to accept that. There's a lot of drama about, the Christian thingy. But anyways, a lot of Western culture started arriving in Japan around the Kamakura age. And the Kamakura age is actually known as the golden age of katana. So a lot of amazing katana is made in Kamakura age. Here we go. And after that, from Kamakura and Muromachi and then Azuchi Momoyama until Edo, you see here, we were just fighting, we were just having war every time, everywhere, those kind of things. It was called Sengoku era. And then Tokugawa Ieyasu, the shogun, the samurai, he won all the war, and then he opened a new era called Edo era. Edo Bakufu. Edo was super peaceful, and peaceful generation make culture grow. So lots of Japanese culture start to made in Edo age, and also lots of I think you've seen a lot of times on the internet or anime or TV show about Edo age, because Edo age literally the best age for me, my favorite age from the Japanese history. A lot of interesting things happening in the Edo era. What they do in the Edo era is they close the country. We didn't have any relationship with other countries, which means no trade and stuff like this. We don't import, or we don't talk, or we don't do any things with you guys. We were alone, leave it alone, please leave me alone. We are Japan, we are alone. But Japan used to still have a connection between Hokkaido. I think you guys are wondered. Hokkaido is now Japan, right? Hokkaido was not in Japan. And also, Ryukyu Okoku is actually Okinawa. And Okinawa wasn't Japan as well. Okinawa and Hokkaido became Japan really recently. That's why in Edo period, we used to have a relationship between Hokkaido and also Okinawa and Dutch Netherlands. Expect Netherlands. Hey. You know why it was Netherlands? Can you kind of guess why? It's really difficult. Portuguese who came to Japan with a gun and Christianity. Japan was like, this is not for us. Maybe, we are very, very like, Japan, and we don't really want to Christianity. Sorry about that. But other country from Europe came to Japan as well. Like, please take my technology and also everything knowledge. We can trade a lot, but you have to take Christianity as well. And Japan was like, I don't want to take Christianity, what should I do? But I want to learn some technology. And then this time, Netherlands came. Who did I? I will teach you a lot of technology, but you don't need to take Christianity. Christianity is really bad. It's gonna ruin your country. And that was the rumor. That was the, strategy from the Netherlands. But Netherlands said, you don't need to take that. I'm just gonna trade you like a friend. And then, yes, that's why we had a relationship with Netherlands for a long time, even we were closed country. So, after the Edo Age, it says Azuchi Momoyama, but Azuchi Momoyama, actually nowadays kids doesn't learn about it, or it actually doesn't exist or something. So it's really gray zone. So we're gonna skip. And then we are Edo right now. We were spending a peaceful Edo Age until America came to Japan. Perry-sama knocked to Japan. Hey, Japan. And Japan was like, oh, wait, what? Open the country. No. How can you say no to those technology you see? They have so many great technology than Japan because Japan was literally closed the country for 300 years. So we didn't develop or we didn't grow anything at all. While we were closed the country, it was literally the growing generation outside of Japan. So that's why they had a lot of technology. And then they came to Japan. And then there's become a big drama called Bakumatsu in Japan, which is one group which wanna keep going with Japanese old system and culture and keeping samurais and bushi and all those Japanese culture. Or there is one more group which is becoming more international and becoming more like a Western country and then develop more. So there was two different groups. So Japan was totally separated between two groups, which is for old Japanese culture, which is for new future. There was a lot of civil war, and so there's a lot of confusion. People love that time, and me too, because it's really cool. Anyways, Bushi samurai ended because they were killed by the Meiji government. So, after Edo ended, Meiji government could win over the samurai and the bushi. It's because of England and America was supporting Meiji government. And England and also America, a lot of other countries start to have a relationship better in Japan. And then from Meiji generation, by the law, they take away the katana from everyone. So there is no more samurai bushi. They decide to not wear Japanese traditional kimono anymore, only for special events. They're required to wear dress. Basically, from Meiji Revolution, everything becoming more Western. And the Japanese people are so curious person. They learn so quickly from all other Western countries. They grow so much, and really fast. So, from Meiji generation, everything becoming more Western, and the technology start to grow so fast. After that, if I'm gonna keep talking about this after Meiji, it's gonna connect to the nowadays. So this is history timeline of Japan. Basically, I think the most important things is Edo and Meiji Revolution, because literally Japanese culture grew up in the while Edo age, and also Meiji Revolution when America came to Japan was a big event for Japanese people, and then that's changed Japan, totally different country. Before Meiji, Japan was just looking into Japan, right? Island. Like there was a lot of war between Japanese and like only Japan, only Japan, only Japan. And then after the Meiji Revolution, Japan is more looking at overseas. So culture and also everything gonna be totally different. And if I talk about more history between Meiji to now, it's gonna connect to the nowadays problem. And I don't think I need to talk about because I think you guys, most of you guys knows because after Meiji era is history of the world. It's not Japanese history, you know? So I'm gonna end the Japanese history timeline until Meiji. It was way too casual maybe, but now you have some ideas maybe like how Japan was growing and stuff like this. This was just building up a story to become Ayaya country, you know? We are basically anime Ayaya country after all those time history. You forgot the birth of Meowko on the timeline. Oh, god damn it.